So we ended off last session with you guys finally downing the sin spawn Mosmer, or as Devin likes to call him, Morton. So he is down, and his spell on these Hornfang gangsters has been broken. For the moment, they've stopped fighting, and they're all looking at you guys, waiting for their cue of what to do. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Okay, well, you can leave, I guess. Your boss ran away.
Is Jenna left?
Well, she ran away immediately. I would rethink who is leading your party. It's not a good idea to have somebody who's going to run away the first sight of danger.
Let alone who led something like this and have Dahor kick the thing. Controller.
They look at him and well, he was intelligent, and he promised us a lot of power, and that Roderick's Cove would be the new capital of our empire.
He was full of crap, and she probably ran upstairs and released everybody, all of your friends that we did not kill. So we're not going to kill you. You might as well just go and help her release them while we finish this.
They look at each other and like, you're going to let us go?
Well, I don't see the point in having you all knocked out and added to the pile, but I guess that's really up to my man here, and he motions the door.
Well, are we going to have a problem if you are able to walk away?
No. It's no issue at all. We'll just go back to home and keep all this quiet.
But first, there is something I need out of you.
They look at each other, and one guy raises up his hand. We gave all our money to the cult.
No, not that.
Oh, okay.
What we need your help with is there's more of your friends and buddies that we knocked out and locked up in another room, so this, kicks the thing again, wouldn't rampage and send them back after us. I need you guys to help us, one, snap them too, because they should be snapped too by now, and then also getting them out of here as well.
Yeah, so I think, what's her face? Gemma ran up there and released them. That's what I'm thinking she's doing.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Maybe not. She might have straight up bolted out of here, but
yeah, they look at each other like, you just want us to let our friends out and go home? Yes, we'll definitely do that. You won't have any trouble from us. Just and they lay their weapons at your feet. They all have these masterwork ransewers, and they lay their weapons at your feet, and they say, "Look, we'll just go peacefully, if that's all right."
I say it's all right for now, but if any more problems, you see what we can do.
Yeah, and they start edging towards the door, and as soon as they get on the other side of you, they bolt. And of course, they let their friends out on their way out. So you guys take a minute, I assume, and you search this room. You rifle through this guy's dead body. You find on him a small pearl that detects as magical, a set of chainmail armor that detects as magical, and a halberd sword that detects as magic. You also find a iron unholy symbol of Yamasoth and a spell component pouch.
Can I roll the spellcrafts and knowledge religion on the idol?
You can roll the spellcrafts, and you're gonna have to wait for me to Google Yamasoth to roll a knowledge religion.
Okay, I mean, if you have to Google it, don't worry about it.
Um,
Oh,
I got a 12.
Anybody else wanna make a drop on that? I know Bunny can and Rowan can.
Bunny can. I'll roll it for her.
Um,
Hang on.
I put it right there where it's smart. What did Bunny roll?
Should have rolled. Did it not roll?
I don't know. I'm
22.
Ah, there it is.
okay. Yeah, Rowan rolled an 8.
Rowan sucks.
So
Bunny got a 22.
yeah, Bunny is easily able to identify that the armor is +2 chainmail. The halberd is a +2 halberd. And the pearl is a 2nd level pearl of power. So a pearl of power, for those that aren't familiar, can store a spell in it. So if you're a spellcaster, you can use one of your daily slots and stick it in this pearl of power. You do it on a down day, and that spell will constantly be stored in that pearl of power until you use it. So if role playing, we skip through a couple of days, you can decide to fill up your pearl of power. In this case, a 2nd level pearl of power will hold 2 spells. And so you on a down day, you put 2 spells in your pearl of power, and that is an emergency reserve of whatever 2 spells you put in there.
You don't want me to have that.
You can absolutely have that.
Summon monster 2. Summon monster 2.
Oh, son
Summon
of a
monster 3.
Son of a bitch. That's right. I don't want you to have that.
Water.
No.
I never knew you were such an ammo lover.
And the of course the armor, the chainmail. We'll say that armor automatically resizes for you guys because I don't, I know several of you are small, but chainmail is medium armor.
I was gonna say, can 2 people like wear it together?
I'm petite.
The plant and the halfling just each stick their head through the head slot and one arm out the side. All right. You search through the room itself, and you find in one of the desks in this suite there are several crumpled sheets of paper, which bear Mosmer's signature. And it seems like he's been keeping notes of his work to try to reactivate the portal. I'm not even. Tathan, he offers up the information. I mean, not Tathan, Talim, because he's there. He's been trying to get me to work on this, and the problem with repairing this portal is that the runes are just they're worn away with time, and it's not going to be possible to make this a two-way portal again. He's been trying to summon more sin spawn like himself, but all he's been able to pull in has been all these flesh dregs and the hydra dragon that you guys surely fought. I believe that if he could get word, or if word reaches the other side of this portal that it is active, then we may face a real problem here in Roderick's Cove.
Forget trying to fix it. How do we destroy it for good?
You see, I do not know. What I do know is that it cannot be shut down from this side. You must go to the active side of the portal to shut it down.
Where?
Can we encase the thing in iron? Like smelter. Fill it with iron.
He would not be specific but he frequently referred to his home in the Hollow Mountain.
Hollow Mountain.
Hollow Mountain. It is to the south.
Can we roll knowledge local on it on the Hollow Mountain?
Hollow Mountain is far to the south. It is even further south than Sandpoint, and it is west of Roderick's Cove. I mean, not west of Roderick's Cove, west of Magnamar.
Okay, give me that in terms of how many days it takes to travel there.
You're gonna have to travel by boat to get around there. It's gonna be just north of the Turtleback Ferry, which is a place that y'all are vaguely familiar with. Which I don't know if y'all remember this from the other campaign, but the Turtleback Ferry is where your other characters are currently in transit to.
Right. In the future, because we're in the past.
In the past, yeah.
Okay.
All right. He says, yes, he had this one note, and Talim goes up and he reads it. He says that the source of the portal is in the Forges of Wrath, and could be infused with more power before it succumbs entirely to decay. And if that were to happen, then they could potentially rebuild the entire network of portals throughout all of Western Varissia. We may be in some serious trouble. I know that Mosmer himself, this is all supposed to be in his notes, but I like it better if Talim tells you. Mosmer himself, he discovered this portal and kept the knowledge secret. He wanted to impress his empress. And so he thought that if he could come to this side of the portal and reactivate this Hellstorm Flume, that he could gain her favor. Unfortunately, when he came to this side, he found that he was cut off and alone. He was only ever able to draw one other to him, and that was his mate, who's somewhere else in this dungeon. If any of his letters or anything that he sent out ever reaches the Hollow Mountains, then I already said that part. Sorry. Then we may be in for an invasion. I already said that part.
Okay, so
Who is his empress?
yeah.
And this Talim's face goes pale. He says that the Dark Empress Alasnist has risen again.
No, that name from the other game.
Can we
What?
No, that name from the other game.
Yeah. Can we roll something on that? Because I'm pretty sure we don't know what it is. Right?
I think y'all do know it. You can roll knowledge local or knowledge history.
There's my local is a 14. And history.
I got 26 on knowledge history.
Knowledge history, yeah.
And history.
Absolutely.
Whatever you tell me, I'm going to tell them.
Yeah, absolutely. That's enough to know that Empress Alasnist was the Rune Lord Empress of Wrath. Y'all are standing inside of her Hellstorm Flume. Y'all have seen statues of her. With a 26, that's enough to know that she shared a territory line, a disputed line with the Rune Lord of Pride, who is represented by a peacock.
The Rune Lord of Pride is the one we were dealing with over in Sandpoint, right?
No, that was another Hellstorm Flume.
No, I think that was Greed, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, y'all in Rise of the Rune Lords, y'all have mainly only heard of Alasnist and Kurzog, who is the Rune Lord of Wrath.
That's the one. Because he was affecting the town. The little fake creature we killed was affecting the town with his wrath power, which is powering that rune well. That's why everybody was mad at everybody. It was weird.
And in this game, y'all have mainly heard of Xandergall, who is the Rune Lord of Pride, and Elasnist, who is the Rune Lord of Wrath. Those have been the main two focuses so far.
Now, now just to clarify, I haven't noticed, like you say, Elasmus is the problem here. Like in Sandpoint, people were being affected by wrath, right? Like
Right.
that was the problem that they were having. Everybody was just fucking angry about different things that was causing issues throughout
Right.
history in the town. But we haven't seen that here.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if we've seen anything, we've seen a lot of more of a like prideful stancing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. You've seen a lot of people.
Well,
yeah,
the only reason I say that is like, oh, this game's better than this. We're better than that.
That's true. They have been doing that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a lot more, prideful boasting and misfortune in this town. That's a good way to characterize what's been going on in this town. It's just misfortune.
And the sword, the rapier that we're after, isn't that the rapier of the
Right.
pride? Okay.
No. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think about that for a second. So yeah. I was gonna say that. Oh yeah.
Is there anything more we can do here to this portal?
Through this portal, no. We can post guards and make sure that nobody else comes through.
Yes, we need to make sure
Yes,
someone is on watch to protect the
I can cast some spells that might be able to restrict flow through it for a short period of time, but there's not much that I'm capable of.
Since
Can't just fill
since the
this room with
portal's
boulders and shit.
since the portal's not active to where we can go through it, can somebody come through it from the other side, come into our area?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does still work the other way. Right now, it's functioning as a one-way door, as a one-way portal. You can come through, but you cannot go back.
We need to position guards to kill anything that comes through there.
Are you strong enough to do those spells? You've been pretty roughed up.
I think maybe with some rest. The Mosmor here has been making me work through the whole day. I've expended all my use of magic for the afternoon.
It also sounds like Mortimer had a hard time bringing anybody else through. So maybe it's okay for now.
Ration Dehord. Y'all remember the spell in the Goblin's Lair that we had to find a way to untrigger so we could travel into the other part?
Yeah, but that was not Roomwell.
No, it wasn't a rune well, but I wonder if that spell could be used to block this entry.
I mean, anything we can throw at it would be good.
I think it was Force Wall. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
You talking about in that place where y'all touched the wall and teleported through it?
No, the one that had the goblin trapped in it and it couldn't get out because.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
y'all touched a mural or a carving. No, y'all walked into a circle of runes. That's what it was. You walked into a circle of runes, and when you stepped in, it transported you to this interior secret room.
Right, and it transported us into this interior secret room, but then remember there was another wall that had a goblin stuck behind it.
Right.
What was blocking the goblin?
That was yes, that was a force wall. You're right. That was they had force wall up that kept him from coming through.
Okay, so what I'm asking Talim is if there is someone that he knows or in town that would be able to cast it to block off the this area right here. Like if something came through, it would just kind of trap them right there.
He says, I may be able to find a scroll in town. I'll possibly need somebody's help to cast it, but there are other magic users around. I'm sure that I can figure something out. It is a good idea. It actually is a really good idea. It's a level 5 spell. So he's not quite strong enough to cast it, but if he gets a scroll and maybe another magic user, he might be able to pull it off. All right. So these guys, they should have left a long time ago. Why are they still here? Blah 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 blah. All right. That's all that he has to say. Is there anything you guys want to do before we leave this room?
We already searched through.
You guys
Dahor would like to very vigorously rip the guy's head off to make sure he doesn't come back.
Are we concerned that this guy has a mate that's floating around somewhere around here?
I thought we already fought another one of these guys.
Oh yeah, we did kill the other one, didn't we? Never mind.
Like up in this room up here.
His mate's already dead. we found
That's
them
right,
already.
that's right.
We just didn't
Maybe.
realize it was a girl.
No, yeah, me and Stop took care of that one.
Is this a door? What is this over here?
this is yeah, let me reveal that.
Hey, what about the lady that was supposed to help us, Golden Finger or Golden?
She ran away, dude.
Hair?
She ran away. That's just his bed.
Well, X is asking, like, should we go track her down? Like,
Oh, okay. Well,
should- or should we just let her run?
I don't know, man. I see a lot of open doors all over the place in this map. I just don't look at them all.
Yeah, there's only one place y'all haven't been to. Actually, there's a couple places y'all haven't been to.
It's probably all up
The
north.
bed.
Yeah. There's a
Alright.
bed there.
We went right instead of left.
There's this area. It's got some guys in it, but you know they're coming to and realizing shit's going down. Bathrooms. Go ahead and just reveal this map. Open it up.
Now,
But yeah, there's really only one area y'all haven't been to that y'all haven't tried to explore yet, and there's this area over here that's the hallway is blocked off by rubble. Yes, that's really the only place y'all haven't been.
What's that door there?
That gets you back out of the
That was here.
yeah, I think the only places we haven't been. I mean, I know Raish saw the bathrooms.
Oh yeah, this is where we got that table.
Yeah. I know Raish saw the bathrooms over here, but did we go further this way any? And up this way?
I mean, we went up here and there was
Bedrooms.
there was that dumbwaiter thing, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just time to head back to that main room that you're in right there, and I don't know, deal with if there's any of these people still left. Like,
Wait,
deal with
did
that
did
situation.
we?
Um,
wait, I
no.
don't think we went up to here and over to the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I know Raish
Yeah.
kind of snuck over this way a little bit,
Yeah,
but I
They're-
think he stopped and came back.
this room.
up here on the top right, Jeremy.
Oh, this left.
We might
Yeah,
just have as we're walking
That was
through
one,
here.
like I just revealed that for you guys.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
don't know if
nothing
you
in
guys
there,
can
right?
see it. But yeah, there's like y'all go in there and these guys are very amicable and they're like, I'm sorry, we were just sleeping. We'll leave.
I don't believe it's
Can
their
we-
place.
On our way out, can we hit the closet again?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Closet's done.
Do we want to check on the room that had all the other people we had tied up and all that?
Yeah, on the way up through
There-
here, on the way out. Yeah.
You
No.
poke your head in there and you see nothing but rope on the floor.
Remember,
Um,
we sent those 3 people to get them and take them.
Just
Yeah.
want to make sure they're gone and that other lady.
So I guess let's grab the table for food and let's split.
Let's take our treasures and get out of here.
All right. Cool. So
If you're not detecting
Nice.
any more magic anywhere, then yes, you go.
you guys all leave.
Hang on, am I
Well-
detecting magic anywhere?
You do not. You don't detect magic
Okay.
anymore. You pick up Tathan and
Okay.
somebody lays on hands enough to get him up and conscious to where he can walk out.
Can we not just leave Tethon?
And you all stumble your way back towards the museum, beaten down from battle, alive but healed and exhausted. Sweat drips from the ends of each of your noses, and you blink your eyes slowly. You stand together in the foyer of the where's the stupid thing? in the foyer of the museum. Oh no, that's the museum. And a cold breeze blows across the back of your neck. The lights begin to flicker and dim, and Sir Roderick slowly materializes in front of you. This time there's no accompanying, storm force winds or bone-chilling cold. Only a calm, cool breeze that smells like a beach in the end of a summer evening. His spirit stands still and speaks to you in a soothing voice. Heroes, champions of the Cove, saviors of the innocent, my friends, thank you. You've proven yourselves to be truly virtuous and good, and so my cove is safe once again, safer maybe than it has ever been. You've done me a service, and at last my spirit can find rest. I do sense there is a small disturbance left amongst yourselves. And he looks out at the group, and he narrows his eyes onto Thon. He says, "You, sir, you are a man displaced. Your soul is being pulled in two. One piece holding to the time from whence you came, and the other to your corporeal body. I can return you to your own timeline and put your soul back at ease." Thon, looks at the rest of y'all, and he's, "Guys, sorry, that wasn't fully intentional. My didn't mean for my voice to break. Guys, I don't know if I can leave you. I mean, we've technically finished our goal that I was brought here to start, but..."
Excuse me. You can leave us. It's good. No one likes you.
Oh.
No one likes you.
Jesus
Christ, Casey.
Oh, okay.
You remember that time you came over there and you started picking on me when I was upset? So you can just go back to where you came from.
He goes, "Oh, well, do you want this glove?" And he opens up the box and he reaches his hand in and pulls out the gauntlets. He's like,
We
"Y'all,
like the box.
Yeah, we'd like the box.
I like my box."
We want everything we gave you right here.
See where
Can
it
he
is.
even take that stuff back with him?
Let's see. What all is he? He says, I can give you guys, of course, the box. And here is here are the talismans that I collected. And he feels the ring around his finger, and he clasps down on it. He says, "I don't know if I can part with the ring." D100. Of course, it's a 50. Another D100. He pulls it off his finger. He's like, "Here's the this is a ring, the ring of protection +2 that you guys let me hold on to." And he holds it out.
Precious.
Dahor grabs it. Thank you.
He's like, I think I should go. And he looks at Talim, and he's like, I'll go back to our time and do something good. And Talim reaches out and puts his hand on Thon's shoulder and says, "Yes, go, brother." And then that's it. He's done.
Dahor's gonna tell him, "Hey, can you make sure he doesn't end up being a prick when he's older?" And points at Talim.
Yes, I'll do my best. He's always been a bit of an asshole.
Take care of yourself, friend.
Thank you.
Safe journeys.
And he said, well, hopefully I'll come back and see you again one day. I know I'll be going back to my own time, but if I'm going back to then that means I should be somewhere now, right?
Well, with all this time travel stuff, at least write us a letter, because who knows where the hell you could end up.
He nods. He says, I'll do that. I'll make sure I send as many letters as I can. And Sir Roderick steps in. He says, before we leave, I would like to bestow my blessing upon each of you. I would like to give you a sailor's boon, if you will. And he reaches out, and waves his hand in front of the group, and you all feel, kind of a growing, in confidence. And just as a boon for completing this, all of your characters can add swim as a class skill.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
It's already a class skill, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, it's just not
I
going to
won't die in the water anymore.
Yeah.
Does that mean I float now?
No, I'm not making you into styrofoam. I'm.
Oh, I guess I'm still too fat.
Been over backwards for the whole town, and he helps me with something I'm already good at.
And with that, he steps back and takes Tathon by the hand, and they interlock fingers, and Tathon waves.
Whoa, wait a minute. Before you go, what are we supposed to do with this? And he points at the sword and the gauntlets in the box.
We have to take him out of town or destroy them, he said, remember?
Says, yes, please take them from this cove. Burn them in lava, destroy them, do whatever you need. But please remove them from this place.
How far away removed does he need them removed?
He doesn't specify.
We were going to take them wherever she had to go. Rowan had to go to find her rare flower that was so far out of reach.
Yeah.
That sounded like a good place before.
Aldrani.
Hold on a second. So we need the gauntlets to use the sword?
Yes.
Okay. So we're not going to take everything to Mordor?
No, Aldrani has suggested to you guys before that you take it to a place called the Sahedron Council in Magnamar.
Yes.
Where a younger version of Cordova is currently working.
Okay, is Magnamar on our route?
Maybe we can teach that bitch some manners.
Yeah. Magnamar
route
would
to
be on your route
what's it called?
Hollow Mountain.
The Lonely Mountain?
Yeah. The Hollow Mountain, being a mountain, would likely have Arctic flowers, or snow flowers, whatever it is.
But Magnamar's on the way.
Yes, Magnamar's on the way.
Okay.
And Aldrani, she tells y'all, because y'all are at the museum, she's there. She's like, I have chartered a ship that will take us there. They are offering to do it free of charge, but unfortunately she insists that we work as part of the crew. If that is something that y'all are amenable to, then I can agree to it, and the ship can set sail as early as tomorrow afternoon.
What am I gonna do about the kids?
Talim, he's like, well, I'm their teacher, and I do have Miss Shit. I should have named her before
Miss
I did this.
Shit. That's her name now.
Yeah, we do have
She's a Miss Shit.
I should probably name characters before I improv, including them.
No, you just make a master list of names and point at one.
He's like, Miss Shit, my assistant.
It's like that commercial where the guy's sitting in the interview and the guy's name is Dumas, but he keeps calling him Dumbass.
Mr. Dumbass.
Oh, I love that commercial. she can also be the substitute for the orphanage for a time being. We will make sure the children are well cared for.
Raish wants to pull exercise and be
Um,
like, this is tomorrow afternoon is real soon. I wasn't planning on leaving Roderick's Cove. Is this something that you want to do?
X just nods his head. He said, "Wherever you go, I go,
Don't.
and wherever this group goes, I'll go.
Oh,
We're family."
yes.
And then X looks at Tatan. Wait, is it Talim now? Yeah, Talim.
Mhm.
And he's like, "So getting your ass kicked made you be nice, huh?"
Well, being having it proven to me that someone can take me against my will and be as intimidating as that sin spawn was, it was a rather humbling experience. So, yes, I have seen the error of my ways.
You don't have the biggest boots on this block anymore? Is that what I'm
He,
hearing?
he looks down at his boots and he says, "No, I found out that his size 7 is actually smaller than average."
And he slaps his leg and then looks at his own shoes. See, I've been telling you for years.
All right. So yeah, if y'all are ready to leave the museum, you all go out into the night and you part ways. We see Rowan, she waves goodbye to you guys and walks off by herself down towards the beach and up a moonlit cliff where she stops and takes in a deep breath of the nighttime beach air and breathes a sigh of relief. And you see she holds out her arms and closes her eyes as her feet begin to stretch and morph and roots dig down into the soil at this cliff, and she just closes her eyes and looks up towards the night sky and takes a very rare but much needed sleep. Drifts into a peaceful trance-like state. We see Dahor and Bunny making their way back towards the orphanage. As you approach, you see a man standing out front with a bandage on his head, and he's got a horse with a bandaged leg, and they're holding the hand of one of the young boys named Tyler. And as you approach, the man says to you, "Hey, you there, are you Dahor?"
Who's asking?
I am Tyler's father. I hear that you're the man responsible for taking care of my young boy for all these many months that I've been in recovery.
Is that a bad thing?
No. You see, when I fell from my horse, I thought it would be my last day on Earth. I surely didn't think that I would be able to keep my promise to return to young Tyler.
Well, we usually don't expect anyone saying that to actually happen. We usually just take it as some BS to dump the kid. But good to see someone's honest for a change.
Oh yes, of course. You see, I mean, it was rather unfortunate the way it happened. He, I when I sent off young Tyler on the horse, I was soon discovered by a pack of wolves. And see, and they chewed on me a bit and tried to eat my face. One of the rascals even took a finger, and he holds up a hand that's missing his middle finger. He says, "It was about that time that an old man happened by. He chased off the wolves and helped me into a cart and took me back to a cabin where he fed me and helped me heal and put me in leg shackles so I wouldn't run away from the healing. Normal things."
Sense
But
motive, is
sometimes,
this true?
do what?
Sense motive, is this true?
This is absolutely true.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like,
I don't trust shit.
Sometimes he would send me out into the field to pick his crops, and help my injuries heal. But if I let my injuries slow me down too much, he would hit me with his tough it out stick. Anywho,
What kind of drugs he put you on? You seem a bit happy considering the hell you went through. You sure you're okay?
he says, well, you see, after a few months, the old man died. And so I unlocked the shackles and thanked his corpse rather handily for the hospitality, and ran straight here to find my boy and horse. So yes, I've been reunited with my son and my horse. I am having a quite happy day.
Tyler, are you okay, kid?
Yeah, he's all smiles. He says, "See, I told everyone that my dad was gonna come back, but nobody believed me. They said that no, he hit his head, he's gonna die." And I was like, "No, Dad's right there. Dad never lied, and Dad's here."
Well, this one time I say you can rub it into the other kids, but not too hard.
He pulls down his pants and moons the other children and says, "Fuck off! I'm going home."
Kid, you may have burned a bridge in case something happens to the old man. You might not want to go that far. I said a little bit.
Oh, well, oh well. And he and his father hop on their horse and ride off into the night. And it leaves just you and Bunny standing in front of the orphanage. If y'all want
That doesn't happen often. I swear. This is first in years.
Well, better late than never.
True. Now got one less mouth feed, thank God. And he starts rifling through his coin purse.
You think when we're done with all this, you might want a hand around this place?
Do I have to pay you? And he jingles his bag and goes, "This is looking a little light."
Call it room and board and we'll be good.
Oh, thank God. Then that way I can afford you. Hey,
I've got standards, not that cheap.
well, on the plus side, a room did just open up.
Oh, that's fair.
Besides, I'm not the greatest at this thing, so I can take any help I can get.
Let's start with some decent food. These kids need some potatoes.
What's a potato?
You'll learn.
Looks like
You like-
potatoes are back on the menu, boys.
Well, at least we're about to go back on the boat, but I could maybe at least hunt some food again. See what me and Stop can scrounge up since we've been running around like crazy.
Maybe there's a dairy cow we can buy him in the village before we go. I've saved up some gold.
Yeah, that's possible. Although we might want to ask someone other than Talim to deal with the cow because I don't think he's good with the farm.
You mean he looks up from his books long enough to know that there's cows?
No, see, the problem was we had an incident with a cow once, and he wasn't paying attention when he was going back to the school, and let's just say he doesn't like him much since.
What a catastrophe.
Oh, you better believe it, because all of a sudden he thought he was under the moonlight. Instead, he was under the moonlight.
Think I like the moon Tyler had better?
Probably right.
All right, we'll walk in.
Yeah, walk in the house.
He's all right. When we zoom out from the orphanage up into the night sky, and then narrow back in on two creatures that we find huffing and puffing their way through the forest as they roll a medium-sized circular object between the trees. It's X and Raish as they push and pull the circular table from the dungeon into their warren, and they set up the table and look at each other with a smile. There's still a few more minutes to go before midnight and before the table's ability to feed everybody resets itself. And so Raish, scurries off and busies himself by cleaning and shining his newfound treasures, while X sits down in the corner of the warren with his back towards Raish. And he turns his gaze towards an object that he holds in his hands. Our camera, slowly moves in over his shoulder as we notice a large spot of dried blood on his arm. It's not his own blood. And we see that he's fiddling with a broken shaft of an arrow. We see a flashback to him pulling it out of the dead dwarf's body and speaking of betrayal. We come back to see X turning in his hand, and he looks at the newly carved name on its surface. It reads Doland. He silently slips it back into his quiver of arrows and draws out another arrow and slowly begins to carve a different name. Raish comes scampering into the room, and signals that it's time. And they greedily sit down to consume this magical food. Raish concentrates for a second, and almost instantaneously a feast appears for him. Enough food for 3 people, but it's all for Raish. What is it?
Raish is a vegetarian. Sweet potatoes. Cornbread. Corn. There's beans. There's carrots. There's rolls. A big stack of buttery rolls. Yeah.
Nice. X looks up and he slides his now named arrow into his quiver and moves towards the table. He brushes the blood off from his hands and he concentrates. What does he choose?
As he's sitting there, X is thinking how nice it would be to have ice cream, cakes, pies, different candies, sweets, because he's a kid still.
Raish didn't think of any of those.
All right. And it all just mounds up in front of you. You guys get to connect eyes with each other before you dig into this massive feast laid before you.
I think it's important for me to say you can't just eat candy and sweets. Have a carrot.
I'll take a carrot. You can have cherry pie. I don't like it.
Okay, it's a good deal. Listen, about this, I don't know about leaving Broderick's Cove. And I think I need to sleep on it.
Ooh.
I just wanted to let you know. I came here for a specific reason, and I was not expecting to leave.
You brought me down here, and you gave me this silver mouse, and he points over to his little corner, and it's there. He's like, you told me that no matter what, we were family. We were destined to be together. This group is what you've been looking for, I think, Rish. We might not be your kind, but something has us drawn together.
I believe you're right. I do. But it's hard for me because I am waiting. For 15 years I've been here, and I don't know if I can just leave now when the people I've been waiting for could come back, and I don't know if I can leave it. So he's obviously struggling with that, but
yeah, being young and not completely understanding what it's like, he just looks at it and he's like, you say it's been 15 years. And no, nothing yet, right?
Nothing yet.
Just think of all the riches we could find. If they come, they know where the warren is, right?
Yeah, I mean, perhaps you're right about it. I need to sleep on this. I can't make a decision right now. After all we've seen today,
Okay.
I have to think about it. But we'll know. We'll know tomorrow.
And he just nods. And he shoves his face into some ice cream.
All
And
right.
he tucks the carrot and he like kicks the carrot off to the side.
And yeah, and I think the camera would pick up like just kind of a warm smile from Raish watching you shove your entire face into a sundae. Like you don't notice, but he cocks his head a little bit and he smiles about that.
Okay. So, bottle caps for everybody for role play and participation. Oh, and how about a celebratory bottle cap for everybody because we are now officially completely fully done with book 1. So,
Hey, we're level 5 now too, right?
yes, when y'all
Okay.
actually when y'all go to sleep and you wake up, you will be level 5 in the morning. Thank you for reminding me of that.
There is another thing to celebrate. This is the first and only like campaign I haven't died as a character
Yeah.
on any of my campaigns anywhere that I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
I survived.
All right. Devin's gonna be right back. Here, I can go ahead and get these handouts ready. Oh, because I'm stupid and I didn't cancel. I didn't upload them because I'm what you call a dummy.
Oh man.
God. I hate when I do dumb things. Where is it? Finder. Turn the remotes. Okay. Let's see. Save. Close. Not show y'all that quite yet. One more handout. All right.
What's next?
Okay, good. All right. I was just getting some handouts ready because you guys wake up in the morning. Yeah, that's probably wake up a little late in the morning, seeing as how I had everybody going to bed after midnight. Go about whatever daily shopping, any supplies that you guys want to pick up for your characters between books, you can go ahead and you can do that. But you meet up with Aldrani round about 11 o'clock. And she leads you out to the dock where you see a little dinghy waiting for you. And an orcish man standing beside an elven woman. And I didn't get a picture of the orcish man because I'm stupid. And she says, "Gentlemen, this is Captain Saoirse. She is a close friend of mine. We've worked together many times before, and this is her first mate." Yeah, and Saoirse says, "We call him Elbows." Elbows looks at you and says,
First I'm a kid and now I'm not a lady.
Hmm?
"Oh,
She's a
I'm
gentleman.
sorry."
Oh,
Sorry.
You're right.
Anyway, uh, all right, folks. But yeah, she said we called him Elbows, and Elbows looks out at everybody, And he says, "All right, we got one rule out on the boat." And he points. And he says, "Captain makes the rules as she wants. You understand?"
I guess.
All right. As long as we can work together, as long as we can be friends, and and be on speaking terms, we can make this ship run just right. We can all get to our destination alive. The ocean is a harsh mistress. She can take down our boat in just a split second. Everyone has to be ready. Everyone has to be. And the captain reaches out her hand and she says, "Elbows, that's enough. Thank you." And he starts to protest, "But they need to know." "They'll find it out soon enough." She looks at you guys and she says, "He's correct. The ocean is dangerous. You will all have jobs on my ship, and you will all be expected to perform those duties as asked. If anything does come up, then I may have to ask you to perform extra duties. Maybe, if we get hit with a storm, you have to go work on the rigging or something. I don't know. But as long as we can be amicable, then we can reach our destination. We have to make a few port stops on the way to Magnamar, and she says one of them is in a small town called, what's it called? Sandpoint. Yes, we have to make a stop in Sandpoint along the way. We'll be there for about 2 days. Is that all right?"
As long as we can get something to eat there, it doesn't matter to me. What about you, Stop? Stop just wags his tail.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sandpoint is a rather nice little town. It's a bit larger than Roderick's Cove here. It has several inns. The Red Dragon Tavern is my personal favorite. It's run by Amiko Kaijitsu. Yeah, and she
Throwback.
yeah,
That's our starting point. For the
she says, "All right, if
I thought it was a rusty dragon.
oh yeah, that's right, the Rusty Dragon. That's right. Thank you."
Well, this is in the past. Maybe it was the red dragon there.
then it
Oh.
rusted.
Wait, is this the
Um,
past or the future? I
This
thought
is the future. She painted it.
Okay.
It's the future. She painted it. It's the Red Dragon.
Oh, we're in the future now. Okay, I'm confused. Gotcha.
But no, so she says if it's all the same to you, then step into the boat and we'll be off. And she and Elbows step down in the boat, and Aldrani behind them, and they turn back to look at you guys.
So Hora's gonna be like, wait. Did she just say get in? So we need to get in search. All right, I'll quit.
All right.
We'll work on that too.
Oh my.
So, yeah, Dahor and Stop, get on the boat.
Yeah, Dahora and Stop will get on the boat.
All right. Bunny, you off to sea?
Yeah, I'll follow him.
All right. Imagine X and Raish hanging back just a second.
Do we need to make this decision right now?
Xavier looks at Raish.
If you don't want to, then we can just end it here. I was going to end it in 10 seconds, but if you don't want to make a decision,
I don't know how far you were planning on going here.
like 10 more seconds.
Xavier looks at Raish and kind of nudges himself towards the boat, looks back at Raish, and kind of gives him like it'll be okay. But then he looks at the captain. You know I'm just a kid. I can't work.
We'll put you in the kitchens.
Don't believe the runt.
In the kitchens. Okay.
She looks up. She says, "We have a rather well-stocked galley."
And then Xavier just says, "Raish, I gotta work in the kitchen."
Why don't you just go ahead and wrap up this game? I'll I'll decide
Okay.
by the time we play again.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good spot to leave it then. You know, everybody like looking at Raish, waiting for his decision if he's going to get on the boat or not. And we will come back to this game in some months. All right.
Woo.
Yeah. Nice, happy little ending for everybody.
I just have vibes of I'm going on an adventure.
I forgot my handkerchief.
Um,
Well, I had fun. Everybody say goodbye to the recording. We'll end it right here.
by the
Bye,
recording.
Bye, recording.